You know that thing where you get an amazing pair of shoes at a really great price and want to tell everyone about it? Yeah, so do we. Here at Designer Shoe Warehouse, we'll give you something to brag about, like the latest styles from brands you love, or the trends everyone's obsessing over, or shoes that make you feel like, well, you. So go ahead, show off a little. Find shoes that get you at prices that get your budget. Head to your DSW store or DSW.com today. DSW, let us surprise you.
Welcome to the RuPaul's Drag Race Recap Show for All Stars 11, Episode 2, titled Bar Queen Couture. My name's Joe Betance, and I'm joined as always, well, not always, by one very, trust me guys, very helpful co-host. Straight from the San Fernando Valley, please say, Zaddy's home. Has anybody called you Zaddy? To Adam Salandra. Have you ever been called you Zaddy?
This is
in
the
that
first.
gay way?
I love it. No, but they do like to say they like that I'm daddy now, which
yeah,
that's right. And hi everyone. Oh, it's good to be back.
Adam Salandra. But I wonder if that ruins it for you. Like, you know what? My cousin, and I think this is really, I still think it's kind of weird actually, because I've heard him talk, my cousin's my age, he's like 50. And I've heard him talk to his brothers and sisters, and they'll refer to their dad as Papi. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, because, that's not my family. Oh, he's my family, but not my immediate family. I just call my dad Dad. And so, I've only heard Papi in, a sexual way.
I do wonder that, because right now my daughter says Dada.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hoping to differentiate the two of us by dad and daddy. I think it's just going to feel different. Like, she young and innocent, and then if a gentleman wanted to say daddy sexually, I'd be like, well, I am that too. I am a dual type of daddy, so I think it's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure you can separate it. But my question is, how does your daughter separate it between you? Is there is he your Dada and he's like DD or something like that?
Well, right now she doesn't. So he and I are in a sort of a standoff where neither of us want to not be dad. Mm-hmm. And so I looked it up, and they say it's actually fine. The kids get it; it's no problem. It's adults that will be like, "Well, how does that work?" And so that doesn't really matter. But even still, now she says "dada" both, and I'm like, I want to know you're talking about me. So when she can say more, my goal is for him to be dad, me to be daddy. But we'll see.
I also think kids naturally figure it out. I was, my niece. My firstborn niece, she always had two grandmothers, still has two grandmothers, right? And they were trying to artificially get her to call each of them, trying to give them their own names.
Yeah.
I don't even remember now. It's been years. But I remember just one day, it's fucking weird, right? My niece came to the balcony and was calling for my mom, and she just shouted, May May. I don't know what. It's weird. She just went, May May. And so that my mom has been May May, and then the other one, Grandma, ever since, And so they just find a way, I think, with their own language to figure it out.
That's what everyone's saying is she'll say what she calls us in the end. And she actually calls my best friend May May.
Oh, she does?
The one who's watching her as we speak is May May.
But did she make it up, or did they tell her to call her May May?
Her name's Mandy. And she's a nanny, and someone else that she nannies called her May May because she couldn't say it. So we knew kids could say. So we taught her May May in this scenario.
Yeah, I wonder if my niece was watching some stupid TV show like Kipper or something like that, and then all of a sudden, oh, your niece doesn't watch Kipper. I don't know what are the kids watching now.
We're not allowing her to watch anything, but occasionally Miss Rachel.
Oh, the signing time with Alex and Leah. No, Miss Rachel's a YouTube person, right?
Yeah. And she's very popular and very rich because of it.
Yeah. No, did you ever, again, my niece was, a baby almost 20 years ago.
Okay, so probably different.
So, but I think the kids are still doing this signing time with Alex and Leah chick, right?
I haven't heard of that, but signing is great. I mean, she's learning to sign.
Maybe she spearheaded it or something, and she was really annoying, but it was fucking weird that the kids would just start signing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, my nieces were 100% brought up on screens. In fact, my niece is called the Screens Meme. You know,
Mom and Dad, they call her.
Yeah, Mama TV and Daddy TV. Yeah,
and Dad.
So, yeah, and so they were 100% raised by screens. So,
hey, that's fine.
No
judgment
really
here. We're
weird?
just trying it for now, but eventually.
No, look, I know a lot of people did it, but you know what's really weird is one of my nieces, and now it's funny because now she is, you know, a production design person at the Orange County High School of the Arts, but even since she was a little girl, because, you know, they were raised by screens, on YouTube, she loved unboxing videos, but not in the typical way. She loved the very specific unboxing videos where they would take a toy and then tell you how to play the toy and what to do with the toy and things you could do with the toy from a baby. But my sister-in-law put a kibosh. She didn't like the unboxing videos.
She said, you're learning to sign, and that's it.
She signed, and then they watched Kipper Dog. What's the Australian guys?
Bluey.
The Wiggles. No, they love Bluey. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough. What a great daddy talk on Mother's Day.
Yes. Well, sorry, we have two dads in this house.
Well, also, look, you play both role. Do you think? Let me ask you this question as a gay man, and this is such a weird straight person asking a gay person a question, but I'm saying more. Just how we are naturally as people. Is there one who's like more strict daddy and then the other one's nicer daddy?
Yes, but I think it's splits. Like I am strict and then I'm like, don't do that. And he's if she wants to like hug him or like she gives into her a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Sean does, but there's some things like rules that he like cares about more than me, and so he's stricter about the no TV, whereas I'm like with her because of his work schedule more, and I'm like, no, today we're watching Miss Rachel, and I need to wash the dishes. So we take.
I think it's good if it's curated. And I think it's good if it's good if it's like for this specific time. But do you think this is another? I'm doing an interview now. And I don't believe in traditional gender roles, but just the way the cookie has crumbled.
Yeah, I know what you were trying to ask. The answer is no. I'm more of the mom.
Well, that's what I'm going to say, but not because I think mostly because Sean goes to work.
Yep. Oh, that is why. Yeah.
Yeah, and you work out of the house, and so you just naturally.
I'm here with her until he gets home, and I'm just because his hours are longer, I'm the one cleaning, I'm the one cooking. Like he's a way better cook than me, but he never cooks, he just can't. So all those traditionally mother roles is for sure me.
Well, it also helps that you're in an apron and heels and pearls when
Absolutely.
he gets home.
I'm playing the part.
Yeah. Well, look, she has to. This is Drag Race recap. She has to do the drag.
And we might even talk about it.
Yeah. All right. Why don't we do this? Why don't we take a break? And when we come back, we're going to talk about this episode. We'll be back right after this.
Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why customers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years now. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they'll show you options that fit your budget. So whether you're picking out your first policy or just looking for something that works better for you and your family, they make it easy to see your options. Visit Progressive.com. Find a rate that works for you with the Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
LinkedIn is pretty amazing at helping you grow your small business. We cannot make your email response time faster. We can help you sell, market, and hire in one place. We cannot help you find space for your 3 desk drinks. Why do you have 3? And while we can't help you find the perfect volume for your presentation video, LinkedIn can help you find the perfect audience for your business. Grow your small business on LinkedIn. Learn more at linkedin.com/smallbusiness.
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
And we are back. I just realized something.
What?
We did not explain where Taylor is. Okay, guys, and I'm laughing because I feel bad. It's like so.
I was gonna say now we're not laughing. Oh God.
Yeah, I know it's not laughing at this. So Taylor, I will say this, and I'm gonna respect Taylor's privacy. Taylor has had a personal family emergency, and our thoughts are with Taylor. And Taylor will be back when Taylor's ready to be back. So that's why Taylor's not here. And Adam has done an amazing job filling in for Taylor at the very last minute because, of course, you know, it was very last minute. And so our thoughts are with Taylor and his family, and I'll leave it at that.
And you know, last time I did a Drag Race recap was season 2, or did we do 3?
3.
Yeah.
Robert and I did season 2.
So that was a long time ago, kid. I mean, obviously it was a flashback. It wasn't when it was airing live.
It was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And so Salandra was on 50. Yeah. He's back. He's like Mystique Summers Madison. He's back.
Literally, actually.
Yeah. And strangely forgotten how the show works, just like Mystique Summers Madison.
Of course.
Because I'm just going to say this right now. I wasn't able, because guys should know, and look, I appreciate everything Adam did, but it's like, it's one of these things where yesterday was super crazy because you know, so much stuff happened yesterday. And then I also had to go to my niece's play. And so I didn't get back till 1 a.m. from that. And so I was like, I had like an hour to do everything. And so I was like, oh, this is great. Because Salandra was like, we'll do it in the afternoon. I'm like, great. I can wake up, watch the show, do it, blah, 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 blah. And then I wake up and Salandra's like, can we do this in 2 hours? And I was like,
oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
No, I got it done, but I didn't take notes.
Oh.
That's a whole other process. So I watched I had to go run errands too because it's Mother's Day. And so I was watching I pulled a lorry and I was watching the episode as I'm driving around from market to market to market.
But thank you for accommodating.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Look, I got it done early. But anyway, the point is, so thanks to Salandra for helping this work out. But I was going, I don't have notes. So I want to say this now. I'll remember it now. Mystique Summers Madison at one point is like, talking to a carrier and basically like, I pay to have my outfits done. I don't know how to sew. And I'm like, bitch, you have been gone for 16 years. And not only that, you've been begging to be an All-Stars that entire time.
Yeah.
You would think you would learn. It's not like they sprung All-Stars on her. She's been campaigning. She would learn to sew.
And not only that she's paying to have them done, but did you see... I honestly don't remember if it was this episode or the last, but the outfit she was in when you know how they all changed for lip syncing, and it was truly hideous. And I'm like,
it was not good.
What's going on?
This
is also last episode, but sorry, wasn't here.
It's okay.
Why did she not know a single word to the song that she wrote? Like, what is happening?
Which is kind of iconic. You know, our co-host here, Robert Mata, is a big Mystique Summers Madison fan.
I'm sure
great.
Is he thrilled she's back?
Oh, he is so thrilled she's back. And that's kind of the icon behavior that I think he loves. All right, let's jump right into it. This week, the girls try on chonies for the mini challenge. For the maxi challenge, the girls participate in a design challenge using provided materials to create a look based on queer bar categories. On the main stage, Dawn and Akira were named the top 2 queens of the week, forcing the face-off in a lip-sync battle for the extra point. In the end, Akira won the extra point and an advantage in the competition. Now, we're springing this on Adam Salandra, but are you able, off the top of your head, to name 2 things you liked about the episode and 1 thing you did not?
I did forget this.
This is where, this is where the improv skills come in. That's good.
I can look at...
Why don't I go first and it gives you time?
Yeah, great. Thank you.
By the way, I never answer this question, so I'm improving it, but I do this 3 times a week so I can do it better. Yeah, I'm a professional fish. So the 2 things I liked about the episode. I actually liked the category. I thought that was fun. Well, first of all, I like design challenges in general, but then also like different queer bar categories.
Yeah, I thought that was fun.
Great. Loved that. Second thing I liked was, I thought Kate Hudson was a fun judge.
I did too.
I thought Kate Hudson was a fun judge. And the thing I didn't like was, and I called this on Meet the Queens, But I feel that this Dawn is such a wicked demon twink.
She kind of is. I don't remember her being.
She kind of is.
I kind of remember her being like that, but not as much as this.
On Meet the Queen, so I had, AI go through all my transcripts and tell me what I thought, because I don't remember these queens.
Yeah.
So it told me what I thought of. It gave me a dossier of what I think of each queen.
Thank you, AI.
Yeah, and so on Dawn, it was like, oh, you just thought she was really conniving and, she'd be nice to people's faces. You know what? I'll say this. I'll give her this. She's no longer nice to their faces either.
Yeah, and so that's in a way, progress. She's
progress, Dawn. Yeah.
Okay,
so now I've given mine, and you still have time.
I know, I got it. I'm so ready.
Go ahead.
First of all, this is not mine, but I do want to say, because I don't know your opinion on this, I love the brackets. I'm glad we're doing it again. 3 episodes with the gals leaves you wanting more, which never happens on a season. You're usually ready to end it. So I'm liking that. And I'm liking that, I guess I'll say this is one of mine. The storylines that are coming up for, first of all, Morgan, do you live here? So have you ever seen Morgan live?
I sure do. I have. Not only have I seen Morgan live, I took former co-host of the show, Evan Ayers, to a Showgirls thing, and this must be a thing she does every performance, but we were sitting right on the edge of the stage, and she put her fucking boot in my chest and sang to me.
Wow. And you said, yes, ma'am. Well, the reason I bring it up is because how I felt going into this, and now the thing I'm saying I like about it is becoming a storyline, is she's one of the best live performers I've ever seen, and just so god-awful at Drag Race. And so I think it's very interesting that they're calling that out and potentially changing the narrative based on last episode she won. We shall see. So it was interesting to me at the beginning of this episode to make it this episode. Dawn never won on her season, and Morgan went home first episode of All Stars 3. So I like that storyline they're crafting where it's like actually girls coming back and changing their narrative. That makes it more interesting to me than like a girl who did. I like there to be some change, some story from their old time to this time.
That is a good thing. I do love that, even though I'm now worried that we're going to lose some people in this bracket thing, like Morphine and stuff like that. They're going to be gone. I thought they would have gone forward.
Like going into this, not since what you've seen, but who are you rooting for in this bracket at the start?
I think in this, look, I'll be honest with you. I found this cast for the most part to be kind of lackluster. I do think the big hitters are sort of bracket 3, I think, right? But I think it's going to be a brutal bracket. But this one's kind of like meh. But I would have thought I wouldn't have thought Dawn would be a front runner. Is what I'll say. I wouldn't have thought Dawn would be a front runner. I think I like Morphine.
Same. I was excited about Morphine going in, and I was excited about Morgan for the reasons I said. And that does bring me to my second thing that I liked about the episode. For entertainment purposes, it bums me out. Is the whole Morphine of it all. First getting screwed by Lucky Stars with the alliance that didn't happen, and then getting. I don't think Dawn did anything like. Morphine said she wanted a piano bar. It's like, okay, well, if that's what Dawn wanted, too bad. What I'm saying I like is for my own entertainment value, seeing her spiral a little bit. But I'm actually sad about it. I like Morphine. I want her to keep collecting the points and go.
But you're saying it's good television.
Yes, thank you.
And then what's the one thing you don't like?
They're acting like this is the all-winner season where they're not allowed to give a negative critique.
Yes.
There are some negative things to say.
That's
what are we
really
doing?
Good point. In fact, thank you for saying that, because I wouldn't have remembered. I was going to put that in my notes because I was frantically typing the script as I'm watching the show. And so I was using the critiques a lot of times to write the script.
And you were driving?
I was driving, writing the script. And here's the weird part. Making Sunday brunch.
Oh my God.
In the car. Yeah, I had a toaster in there, plugged into the cigarette lighter.
Lord.
And I came out. I was ready to go.
I don't know why you famously were mad at me for having to pee in a cup when you came to visit my house. When you already have a kitchen in there, you should have a bathroom in your car as well.
I will say, you're talking about progress. It is thanks to you that I carry like a very medicinal urinal in my trunk of my car.
Thank you
that
for
I have
thanking
had
me.
to use a couple of times.
Good.
I think the best part about for people who don't know what I'm talking about. I took a Salandra something. What was it? A microphone, a headphone, something.
Probably. This was very, very early on.
It was during COVID times. Have we known each other that long? How crazy! And it was during COVID times, and but I feel we were like post. It was in that weird era where we weren't on lockdown.
It was the end of 2020.
It was the end of 2020, and I had driven all the way from my house to West Hollywood where he lived at the time. There was no parking on the street. I think I was like double parked or something, and he wouldn't let me go pee in his apartment.
That's not exactly
and so
how it
I
went.
luckily had like a soda cup in the car, and then I went in the back seat and I was peeing in the cup. And I think that you live by like a senior community or something like that, right? Or like a retirement something.
Yes,
I don't remember what it was.
We did. Yes, I forgot about that.
Because there was one of those retirement community vans that they take them, like,
Yes.
to their medical appointments in the mall and stuff. And it just stopped right next to me. I think it was a stop sign there. I'm just sitting there peeing in a cup, and all the old people were just clutching their literal pearls, and their wigs were literally flipping.
Yeah, but all different reasons.
Yeah, the fat Mexican man peeing in a fucking, Popeye's chicken cup in the back of a Hyundai Elantra.
Look how far we've come.
Yeah, look how far we've come. But now I carry, now they would, look, here's the difference. Now they would see a fat Mexican in the back of his Hyundai Elantra peeing in a very official plastic urinal.
And they'd recognize it from
They'd
their
be,
own.
oh, yeah, I have one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he has the good model.
Yeah.
I'm
great.
hoping to guess like the Cadillac of urinals.
Such an upgrade.
Yeah, such an upgrade. But anyway, I would have put that in my notes because I was typing the script as I was listening to the critiques, and I was like, they are blowing so much smoke up even when they were giving a critique, they're like, oh, I know there's a lot going on. I'm like, oh my God, this would have been the regular season. Michelle would have been doing that one arched eyebrow and shaking the finger and like, yeah.
And I don't get it. I like that they're treating that like, I like that, no one's going home. So they're safe. It's okay to say, Mama, you didn't bring it. Mystique, you didn't know a word of the song you wrote. Well, that was last week. And this week, I didn't hate what she made, but I was pretty light on criticism that that probably was warranted, but that's okay.
Yeah, but we'll talk about when we get to that. So why don't we jump right into the episode? After the first episode, the queens enter the workroom to de-drag, decompress, and distribute the points. Morphine expresses her disappointment on her placement and expresses that she deserves all the MVQ points. Meanwhile, Lucky experiences imposter syndrome, and Mystique swoops in to comfort her and earns Lucky's point in return. So let's stop right here. They give out the points. It didn't go too crazy in terms of actual point distribution. It was one of those things where the bottom queens just landed up all swapping points. So everybody's got a point. But Morphine, just previously on, and this is why when you were saying your two things, Adam, I was like, I kind of, not bristled. I don't give a shit. It's fucking Drag Race. But like, I wasn't like, but I was like, we disagree here. Morphine. So in episode 1, Lucky goes up to Morphine. Is like, oh, you want to do an alliance? And you can tell Morphine's kind of awkward, like, oh yeah,
right, she
sure.
wants to do it with Dawn,
yeah. But then so agrees because they're like, and then Dawn and Morphine come up with a plan where they're going to be nice to all the shitty girls and try and get their points. And then, but then they open, because it's going to lead to what I'm going to say. They openly start talking shit on these girls in the workroom, and Lucky even sees it.
Yeah, right.
And then. Anyway, so that's that. So, but you think Lucky should have given her the point?
No, I'm saying it was good television that she didn't, because what you're saying, they all just swapped points, so that would have been uninteresting. Except Morphine felt betrayed by it, and so that just made it interesting. I want to ask that: did Lucky lie about the alliance, or forgot she did it? I guess I don't think maybe either one. She changed her mind, I guess is what happened, because they were being shady to her.
Mind.
And honestly,
I would have changed my mind.
I was going to say, same.
Like,
no, if you're making fun of me, you're out. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, okay, girl. Fuck you. You're going to be
so I don't blame Lucky.
Shit about me?
I don't blame Lucky at all. But I did think it was interesting the way they dealt with it after. Morphine was very passive. She was like, it's fine, girl. It's fine, girl. And Lucky was awkward and acting like she didn't remember what happened. I wish she would have just said, like, that was the plan. But then remember when you guys were giggling about me in the corner? Like,
she kind of does that in the workroom during runway day.
Oh, she did?
She kind of does, yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember if it was confessional. I know she said it, but I didn't know if it was confessional.
Yeah, it's at the mirror because then Morphine gets really mad. And here's
It was like, I never said anything bad about you today. Yeah, she admitted it.
Yeah, here's the thing. Morphine was never going to give her point. I think Morphine was kind of planning to do like a Mistress Isabel Brooks kind of thing. But also, look, I think even let's say she wasn't. I think the mistake Morphine is making is assuming that Akira was still going to give Morphine the point. And then she would have had 2 points. I think if Lucky would have given her the point, Akira would have given it to Mystique or two.
Because that's just smart gameplay.
Yeah, why would you give Morphine that clear advantage? Yes.
So either way, it's all ones around. Oh, I see. Yeah, you're right. She did say I would have had 2.
Yeah, she wouldn't have. And also because now the queens are all aware that there's one of those like give more points at the end thing.
Oh, I forgot about that. So now
even more so they're like, yeah, I'm not going to give you an advantage because then when we start giving away points, it could pay off later. So Morphine's completely wrong on that one. And if I were Lucky, I would have also taken away the point. The only difference is I would have been like, no cut. Remember when you were just kicking it up and just laughing away with Dawn? There's your fucking point, whore. That's
especially because she's like, I'm just going to keep it real. And she did by giving Mystique, which it is fun. What do you think about? I love Morgan was like, I see what Mystique is doing. She's playing the game. And she's like, good for her. Funny. But I wonder if that's true. The only reason I doubt it is because I'm like, I'm not sure I can give Mystique that much credit, essentially. But
yeah. I get it too. And then because then even in this episode later, Lucky is going on and on about the mirror about how nice Mystique has been to her and helpful and so there for her. And Morgan's like, no, she isn't.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Mystique is like, I like when Mystique was like, Lucky, you remind me of Mystique season 2. And I was like, it's kind of rude to say.
Yeah, it's not a compliment.
It's nice.
Yeah, with her country realness look and everything like that. And anyway, any other thoughts on this part of the episode before we go away from the distribution of the points?
That was it.
Oh, I love it. All right, the next day, the girls enter the workroom, ready for the day's challenge. At the table, Morphine confronts Lucky for going back on her word to give Morphine a point. Lucky denies any collusion before RuPaul entered the workroom to deliver this week's maxi challenge. The girls must use unconventional materials to design looks based on popular gay bar themes. The girls choose the looks. You know what? I have it right here on the outline. Let me tell you what they chose. And what they did, you know what? I was driving, so I actually missed this one little part. So maybe you can tell me. How did Morgan land up going first?
Because she won the challenge.
Oh, you know what? I forgot the Chonies challenge to mention. Okay, so let's stop and talk there about this. There was a mini challenge where they took out underwear and the girls had to all put it on.
Without hands.
Without hands, right?
And it was very weird because it was just literally not possible.
Yeah.
So no one won.
And so no one won because they weren't able to do it in the allotted time. So wait, so how did she choose Morgan? Just
Morgan won last week's challenge.
Oh, okay.
So because Morgan won episode. So Morgan won, and then she turned, and she would have given it to Akira anyway, but it made it easy because Akira was next to her. So then everyone was like, "Oh, I won't piss anyone off if we just go down the line."
Yeah, well, it pissed Morphine off.
But yet, yes, it did piss someone off.
Yeah. So, So what's funny is this is going to mean nothing to you, Salandra, but I quipped this on Patreon. And it was very funny. I was messaging my other Afterthought co-hosts about how, because there was somebody, there was a former friend who came out to visit me.
Yeah.
Right. And he's a little person. He's not a little person. He's just not a very big person. Right?
Okay. He's just short, but not a.
No, he's not even short. He's just a very thin person. Okay. And he left behind his
Chonies.
One pair of underwear. Okay. They were clean.
Yeah.
So on an episode after he left, this is when we were still friends, with Taylor, as a joke, with pants on and everything, I tried on the Chonies.
Yeah.
To see, because they were so little, they got to like my knees, right? Okay.
And you were using your hands.
Yeah, he gets super offended.
The friend?
Okay? Mm-hmm. I don't know why.
Over what?
Super offended, right? So now it came up like a few weeks ago, I don't remember why that this had happened. So Lori's like, try them on again. Right? So again, with Lori on, I tried them on again. Because he left a bunch of stuff. And at the time I put him in a little box.
Oh, got it.
So at the time he's like, I'm going to come back next year. I'll get them. But then the friendship fell apart. So he never came back. So the box still exists. Anyway. Well, the underwear still doesn't here because then Lori is like, well, now I want to try them on. So then I get the underwear to Lori, and then Lori tried on the little tiny underwear.
Why aren't you recording these things? I mean, visually.
They are. I know there's a video. It's on Patreon.
Great,
I'll send it to you. And Lori tried it on. And so now we think it might become Sisterhood of the Traveling Chonies because now Nathan wants me to send them to
Down Under.
He wants me to send the underwear under down.
Wow, very exciting.
Yeah. So that he could try them on.
Okay.
And so we'll just have the underwear go around the world. Yeah. You know, and stupid dumb joke. But anyway, so I go, this person is so triggered by this mini challenge.
Yeah, and clearly true.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably turn it off. It was almost like if a spider was on the screen. He's deathly afraid of spiders. Deathly. Yeah. Wow. Like when we went to Disneyland. And have you ever heard of Disneyland?
I've heard of it. Yeah, I've heard of it.
Oh, when is she taking the daughter to Disneyland? Has she been? She's still too young, right?
You saying she for me is throwing me off because I keep thinking you're referring to her.
I am referring to her. I'm referring to you. You're her.
Yeah.
You're the moment. You're the icon.
We will take her as soon as it's worth.
Well, she's free until she's 3.
Oh, okay, that's good. We gotta. We're not showing her. I want to show her a few Disney movies first, so I can see her little eyes light up. I will be crying. Those videos of kids seeing their ones they love makes me cry every time. So this will make me cry. So we'll school her and then take her.
Yeah. So anyway, there's a ride at California Adventure where it's Spider-Man and you just shoot spiders. By the way, robotic spiders, not even real spiders.
Sure.
Evil robot spiders.
Yeah.
Can't go on the ride. Couldn't go on the ride. It's too scary.
Well. And now he's scared of this. You trying on?
Yeah, so that must have been Spiders and Chonies that would. Which is, by the way, the name of my new bar. It's a smoothie bar.
I'll see you there. It's very spooky.
What? Everybody's wearing Chonies.
That's the spooky part.
What's I'm not gonna tell you what the spiders are.
Reason? I get you. You don't know. He didn't say, but I'm confused why he might have been offended by you trying it on because it's not like you're insulting. Insulting his body or
Salandra. I agree with you 100%. And when
I'm just curious, what could it be?
Air, and I'm going to tell you I'm going to have something. I tell everybody this off the air. I don't know why. There's a piece of information off the air that I'll tell you. It's not scandalous at all. When I tell you, you're like, oh, really? That makes it even less. And you're like, what? Okay. Even less. Why are you scared of the underwear thing?
All right.
Even less. And I want everyone to know. I want everyone to know at home. It's not anything sexual. It has something to do with. The reason I haven't revealed this is I think it ruins the humor of the situation.
Love that.
So that if I revealed it, then the humor would be deflated. Yeah, the joke would not be alive.
Important.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. So that's the mini challenge. All right. So they go into the workroom, devise any community before the maxi challenge. The girls must. Okay, we did that outline. Okay, let me tell you how they were assigned to their thing. Dawn. Oh well, famously Dawn. Well, let me see if he put it in order in the outline here. Let's see here. No, he hasn't. So I'll just do it here.
Okay.
Oh no, it is. I just put it in wrong. Okay. So Morgan was first to go, and she picked leather bar. She chose to do a leather bar. Akira went next, and she chose to do the white party. Then Mystique chose to do it to redeem herself from her season 2 elimination, a country western bar. Now, this is where at this point, Morphine leans over to Dawn and says, I want piano bar.
Yeah.
And then Dawn kind of looks at her, and then Dawn picks piano bar like a fucking cunt that she is, right? And then Morphine picks tropical, which honestly worked for her. And then Lucky was left with kitsch, which I also think, I'll be honest with you, I'll just say this right now because I might forget. I think it's shady that the show didn't let fucking Lucky win this challenge. She could have been one of the winners.
I have something to say about that too. Should we wait till
we'll
get
wait.
there?
We'll wait till we get to the we'll wait till we get to the runway. So that's how it worked out there. Okay. Later in the workroom.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You said Dawn that cunt, but you feel that way about Dawn. Do you think it was wrong of Dawn to not give her piano bar?
No, her logic was correct.
Okay, just
is she gonna take the lesser one because Morphine doesn't want it? I know.
Yeah.
But what the only difference I would have said, but I think I don't see how I would have behaved any differently because it is kind of like talking in class. That's why Morphine's whispering it, right?
Yeah.
But if there could have been a way, I would have been like, no, because I want it. You know?
Right. Because what Dawn said was okay. That was her response.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's the only thing. All right. Later in the workroom, the girls get to work on their, or, even acknowledge it in a moment. Like, you know what, Morphine, sorry, this is the only one that works for me. But
so
she just kind of chooses.
Yeah. Or even when, Yep, I agree.
Later in the workroom, the girls get to work on their looks. Akira gives advice and helps the girls with their outfits. Meanwhile, the girls discuss the history of the hanky code. Next, RuPaul entered the workroom with Raven to deliver some table visit advice. Morphine plans to give Selena. Lucky plans to give Party Monster. Meanwhile, Mystique plans to give Redemption. Back in the workroom, the girls get back to work on their outfits. Akira feels the pressure of her own look as well as the pressure from helping the other girls. Meanwhile, Morgan brings up the country realness episode from season 2, and Mystique questions why Morgan brought that up. Let's stop right there because there's a lot going on. But there's a lot going on, yet nothing going on.
Yeah,
that's why I was grouping all this together. Come on, let's
Yeah.
just get out of the way because not much to discuss. But let's go. Any discussion, any notes that you have to go over right here?
No, I mean, this section was note free. I wasn't bored, but I just, they were just deciding. The only thing I'll say, there was a sort of Akira heavy with her worrying about it. I'm really enjoying Akira, and I don't remember caring about her the last 2 times she was on. I don't know why.
It's so fun. Again, my notes give everything, Adam. My notes give everything. So according to ChatGPT's analysis of my transcript, I really liked Akira, both on season 11 and on All-Star 6. Liked her. But acknowledged that she sort of off when she wasn't doing drag, lacked any sort of charisma or there was nothing memorable about her.
And for me, it's the most important thing is them in the chair for who I'm going to like.
Yes. And so, she just sort of, the strange thing with Aquaria, Aquaria. I was just accusing Lori of doing that.
I'm dying. Literally what you said.
But when we were off the air, I said I couldn't ask Lori to step in last minute because she kept calling Aquaria.
I cannot believe that happened. That's amazing.
So the thing with Aquaria is she's so talented at drag, such a great seamstress, can dance, can work, can do the singing and can do everything, but just out of drag, she's like Clark Kent. She's just like invisible.
And you feel that this season too?
Yeah, it's weird that everybody is still living up to who they were in the original season.
For me, there's something, I just don't even remember. I remember not caring about her, and I'm like, oh, she's still not my favorite one, but I'm enjoying her personality more than I remember doing the past few episodes.
Yeah.
And I did have one note that is doesn't matter. It was the part where Morgan came over to Mystique, and obviously they're being nice to each other. Every time I look at Mystique, I'm trying to picture her with her weight back on, only because I'm like, it feels like a whole new person because I don't remember her that much. And I just can't picture, as those two are having that conversation, them being in each other's face. I mean, they're obviously 15 years older, so they aren't fighting like that. But the bitch I'm from Chicago, I could just never imagine her doing that now.
100%. How do I say this? In the early days when I would watch Drag Race, look, just like now, intellectually, we both know Mystique here, Summers, is the same person as season 2, but it's hard to separate. When I would first watch Drag Race, of course, I intellectually knew that boy RuPaul and girl RuPaul were the same person. But it was still, to me, felt like they were like brother and sister.
Yeah.
But they were 2 separate entities. Now I just see them as one entity. But I saw them as like brother, sister, like, oh yeah, this is the brother and this is the sister. I think partially because old school RuPaul boy workroom was much more Tim Gunn.
Yeah, true.
And this one's not as much Tim Gunn. This one is still cunty drag, just out of drag RuPaul.
100.
Right?
That you're so right.
Yeah. So yes, but you're right. I have trouble. In fact, she reminds me a lot of Monique Hart. Not that I think she's Monique Hart, but it's just like if you told me, oh, this is Monique Hart, because they kind of look alike. But yeah, let me put it this way. How do I put it? I'll say this. If I was new to All Stars 11 and came on and said, look, Monique Hart is here, I would have bought that more than Mystique Summers.
Interesting, but got it. Yeah. I see what you're saying. But yeah, it's
cow stunning.
Especially because it's been so long that I've seen season 2. I barely remember her anyway, let alone now she looks completely different.
I just covered it last season with Robert. Okay, let's go to runway day and the girls get ready for the main stage. Morgan forgot to shave and reminisces about her early days of drag. Akira once gave boy drag by the name of Fabio. Meanwhile, Lucky remembers her first time in drag and performing with Morphine. This revives the drama of the point. Any notes here on runway day, Salandra?
Not as they're getting ready, no, but they're between Morphine and Lucky in the first episode, Lucky sort of hinted that like she thought Morphine was not nice to her in the past.
Yeah.
Now we see that's true. So I'm like, why were they even? I guess they were just. Lucky was like, okay, I don't know anyone here. That's the only connection I have. So let me try and do an alliance. I'm guessing because otherwise, why is that happening?
Yeah, like kind of like if you went to summer camp with a kid that you don't really like at your school.
Yeah, but you're like, well, you're all I have.
We both know each other here.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I was just talking about this yesterday, but in a different context. Is when I was in grade school. I went to, I was in grade school and there was a kid, he and I were really good friends. I remember for his birthday one year, he could only invite so many kids. So we went to a basketball game and I was one of the kids, 3 kids. And I was one of the 3 kids. We were really good friends.
Wow.
Then we got to high school and I went to an all boys high school, which means it's way more bro-y.
Yeah, horrible.
Anything, right? Horrible. And so he was on the football team and just totally just forgot our friendship. But I remember a couple of years later, my brother graduated from junior high, and his brother was in the same class as my brother, and so we were all at like the little graduation party. And all of a sudden, when he knew nobody, he was my friend again for that one moment.
Interesting.
And then it went back to not friends. But
yeah, well,
yeah,
that's
how dumb that all is. That is this. And so look, I kind of feel it's justice for Lucky. I'm kind of glad Lucky did this. And I'm glad she kind of told Morphine why. I don't know. I think Dawn and Morphine thought that they'd be the Georges and Mistress, but I don't think either one of them has the charisma of Mistress.
And they're not. Mistress is absolutely 0% afraid to be that role. Mm-hmm. Didn't care what the fans thought at all. And I respect all that. But yeah, they're not conniving. They're like making fun, but they're not.
Yes, that's true. They're not conniving, but they're being like little mean girls and making fun of people.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
That is 100%
well,
correct.
Yeah, so I'm with you. I love Morphine, and I actually liked Dawn enough on her season, but I am certainly in agreement with Lucky that I wouldn't have given that point either.
No, I'd been fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would have given it to Mystique. I think I would have used it. Well, the problem is it takes acknowledging that you're not going to move forward. They only have top 2 queens, but I would have given it to someone who I'd want to see. I probably would have given it to Akira.
Yeah.
Someone who could actually use the point and go forward. All right. Runway, Bar Queen Couture. And then the order that they came out on the runway was such. It was Dawn came out first in her piano bar look. Your thoughts here, Adam?
First of all, I want to say it's funny that back in the day when I used to do this with you, we were the two that didn't have big opinions on runways.
Oh,
or
good.
looks.
If we don't know, I don't have big opinions.
It's funny that I'm on for this episode. I wrote down. She was one of my favorites. Do you want me to just go one? Like when you say them, I'll give my thought.
Yeah, and I'll chime in here. That this is what I love is like this Taylor and this Nathan. They want to go in and in.
No,
who are you? Yeah, this is
all I'll say was
Prada.
She was. I thought deserved to be in the top 2 with her look. Yes,
I thought the look was really good, and I was even thinking like, how did she make that in the time? Like I was like, definitely. It looks hard.
Yeah.
All right, Akira C. Davenport. She did White Party.
That was my favorite look of the night. She nailed it.
It was. You know what? It was Let me look at the other ones here. It was my favorite.
Probably like Mystique. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I really like Mystique. I will say I did like so let's go to Mystique Summers Madison. I did like that little hat in the purse. Anytime a little hat is involved, I'm always in.
You love a little hat.
I love a little Adore with a little hat.
Yes. Oh, I miss Adore. I liked it more than I thought I was going to like it. And I actually, the vision that she made for it, I did like. It was better than I thought, but something about it made me uncomfortable. And I don't know how else to describe it other than I wasn't like, it just wasn't quite up to par, but better than I could have done. Of course, I haven't been trying to be on Drag Race for 15 years. But.
Look, the one with the paper bags, all that, that's better than I could have done.
Yeah, maybe you and me both.
La Ree's paper bag look.
Yeah.
Morgan McMichael's leather bar.
I was because I'm rooting for Morgan. I was disappointed. It was great in terms of, again, I couldn't make the La La Ree, but it was just a little not enough. I thought I don't know if it was a cape or the back of the skirt, the way it had like ripples. I don't even know how to describe fashion.
How did you notice that? I'd never even noticed that yet.
Because she turned around and gave it a little flicker.
Okay.
That was cool, but otherwise it was just too basic for a win in this day and age.
I wonder if she was just, it's weird because it hurts to be safe in this one. So you have to always go for the win here. Yeah. All right. Morphine Love Dion with the tropical bar.
It was a good look. She tried, but that's why she didn't want tropical. There was only so much she could do. They were really harping on the pearls. I would have never noticed that.
Here, I'm going to actually disagree with them on the pearls. I'm going to agree with Morphine. This is fucking drag, mama.
Yeah.
So it's not real fashion couture. If you're going to be walking down in Paris, you're going to cut back on the pearls. Okay. Right. But if you're at a drag show, you're going to put so many pearls.
Which is what you're saying.
All the pearls.
Yeah. That's right.
So
I agree with you now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I hate when the show forgets that it's a drag competition. Yeah. And then finally we have Lucky Stars with the kitschy bar. Look.
So here's what I was going to say. When you said they should have given her the win, I thought she looked cool. I liked it. But my thought was, how would you ever know when she deserves to win or not? Because her looks are so crazy. Because I did like it, but what is the criteria that makes that a winner when everyone else is like a normal person and she's a piñata in a donut?
Well, that's it. So let me say this, and maybe it goes with my dislike of Michelle Visage, is I feel like maybe she earned a lot of points in my book. I'd have to watch it again. Because when Michelle said, I don't know what this is, you look like a piñata in a donut hole. What are you? And she's like, I'm a piñata in a donut hole.
Yeah.
Or in a donut. And I was like, oh, that was so fucking funny. Actually, I rarely laugh out loud at things, and here, especially on Drag Race, and I laughed out loud at that.
Yeah. Same. And again, I liked it. If she won, I wouldn't have been like, wait, what? So I'm not even saying that. It's just like, it would be hard. It's hard to judge on the same criteria as everyone else when it's nothing like it. But if she was a winner, I would have been like, yeah, great.
All right. Later on the main stage, Dawn and Akira are named the top 2 drag queens of the week, force them to face off in a lip sync battle for an extra point. The song Fergalicious by Fergie. Has this been a song before? I'm surprised it hasn't. In the end, Akira was named the winner of the lip sync and earned herself an extra point and a big advantage in the competition. Adam Salandra were the right 2 queens in the top, and did the right queen win the lip sync?
I'd say yes all around. Usually on these, truly, I'm like, I don't know why I have such a blind spot for fashion, but I'm like, I don't even know who won. Yeah. I need the judges to tell me.
I'm like you.
I actually was really brave and just named who I thought was the top 2 before they said, and that was the top 2. So yes, I do agree. And for the lip sync, yes, I do think it was Akira, but it wasn't. Neither one was like blowing me away. They didn't do bad either, but she wasn't like so far away the winner, but I did think she deserved to win.
All right, very good. Any other final thoughts? Any thoughts you wrote down that you haven't said or anything?
I said every single thing I wanted to say.
And that's what I like to hear. That's going to do it for this week's episode of Drag Race Recap. Be sure to join us next time as we continue to discuss, dissect, and deconstruct each brand new episode of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 11. So for Adam Salandra and myself.
See you at Wolfie's.
Oh, that's right. See you at Wolfie's.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.